Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the Akim out there pushing this truth throughout the four corners and to the hopeful elect. Um, this mini lesson is just inspired by a conversation that I had with um, some coworkers. You know, they were going into they were talking about like UFOs and aliens, and and how they're amongst us, and all these things that are being leaked right now. So I was just there, listening. I didn't really say much, but then I turned to one of them and I said, what would you be more scared if you found out that these aliens, so-called aliens, uh, looked like humans, or would you be more scared if they looked like whatever the hell, you know either green men or creatures or robots, whatever you want to classify it as. And he looked kind of puzzled, and he kind of stopped, and he was thinking, like, about what I asked him. And then he said he would be more scared if they looked like like humans, because he was saying that they could be amongst us this whole time and you wouldn't even know, or you wouldn't be able to distinguish um, them from us. And I kind of just I kind of just laughed, and I said, uh, sooner or later, we'll know. And it was like, it just shows you that, like, man, a lot of these people out here, man, they have no idea what's coming. And when Yahweh Shai cracks those clouds, and when he returns, and when the elect are getting beamed up into those chariots, those so-called UFOs, people are gonna not know what the hell to think. Like, they're gonna shit their pants. And you know all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai for this truth and this understanding, that that we're not like bugged out like these people, man. Like, it's truly a blessing to know this truth and to grow in it, and to study it and to understand it, because yeah, people out here, they have no idea what's coming. And it's and Lord willing, we're part of that remnant. It's gonna be a sight to see. So I'm just gonna start off with Revelation chapter 1 verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. So everyone. This is talking about Yahweh Shai. And those clouds refers to the chariots. He's going to come back in a massive chariot, and every eye will see him. They're going to see. They're going to see him, and they're not gonna know. They're not gonna know what they're looking at. They're going to be very confused. Very confused. And they also which pierced them. So this goes into reincarnation, because, man, just imagine that, like, those same individuals that took part in the crucifixion of Yahweh Shai, and beat him, and completely, humiliated him, and made, that just the Lord is powerful, because in this quick instant, they could come to remembrance of what they've done, and they're gonna be scared, because he he's coming back in all his glory. He took all that shit. He took the beating, and now he's coming. Now he's coming back to lay the beating down. So let me get back. And they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. So they're you're gonna be just crying out and just, man, like you see these movies when these movies that they make in Hollywood when the ships come and invade, and just the frightening looks that are on these faces, but none is gonna compare to when Yahweh Shai comes back. And I'm gonna read verse 8 as well. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is, and which was, and which is to come, the Almighty. So when the Lord cracks those clouds and comes back, and everyone sees him, majority of people are going to be bugged out, while us of the hopeful elect, we are going to just we're going to be frightened as well, because it says that we be that the roughly paraphrasing, like the elect are going to be frightened, and when they're delivered, because of all the chaos that's going to be going on, and be wondering, did we do enough? And when we see him, we're just going to be giving all praises to him, and just praying that that the Lord had mercy on us, and that that we are going to receive salvation. This is Matthew 24, verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. So everyone is going to be in awe. Going to be awe, because based on popular belief, it's nothing, it's aliens out there, green men, or machines, or whatever whatever it is that Hollywood portrays shit to be. But it's not so. It's Yahweh Shai looks like like us, and the angels. Obviously we don't know what those new bodies look like, but it ain't no green men from Mars type of shit. Verse 31, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So once Yahweh Shai cracks those clouds, then he's going to gather his elect, those first fruits, the ones that believed in him, and stood firm in this truth, and that denied that chip out of temptation. That's it on that one. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. So when people see how the elect are being saved, they're going to be amazed, and they're not gonna know what to think, what to believe, but they're going to be scared. They're going to be fearful, because they're going to be thinking to myself, like kind of like when you're in gym class, and the captain is picking teams, and They're gonna be like, pick me, you know. Like, I want to get on there. Nah, they're not. The only thing that's gonna be coming for them is a judgment. So they're going to tremble with fear, and at the same time, they're going to be amazed with what's gonna be taking place, and that's it's beautiful. And you know, Lord willing, you know that we're part of that number, Lord willing. So we got to keep pushing because I want to be delivered. I want to get out of here. I want to make it on those chariots. You know, I want to look down. You know, we want to look down at our enemies, all the people that have oppressed us, mocked us, scoffed at us, didn't understand us. And when we were going up into those chariots, it's like looking down at them, giving them the finger, just laughing at them. But at the same time, we're gonna be so grateful that I'm gonna be thinking about those peasants here. We're just gonna be in awe and just giving all the glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. This is Isaiah 26, chapter 26, verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. So while the chariots are getting busy, and while Yahweh Shai is laying the smackdown on these on these uh on these Edomites and these heathens and these 2/3, will be the elect are going to be gathered, in the chariots, and Yahweh Shai is going to hide us and keep us, until you know until the indignation has passed over, until he's done doing his work. And we don't necessarily know how long. We know it's going to take him only an hour to be rid of Babylon the Great, but we necessarily don't know how long the elect are going to be in those chariots. But it says only for a little, so you know only time will tell. We'll have to wait and see. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 16. For the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with a voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahweh, and the dead in Yahushai shall rise first. So he's coming down, and he's gonna get ready. And the ones who passed away, who are resting, they're going to rise first, and enter those chariots. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and shall we ever be with the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So we're going to be with him forever and ever in righteousness. Wherefore comfort one another with these words, and these precepts, these words, they're very comforting. We have something to look forward to. We have something to work towards, something that is not in vain, something that will last forever, for eternity. True power, and it's very comforting. And closing precept. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. And I love that. Their enemies are going to be like, that guy? Really? Him, he was a nobody, you know. He didn't have all the money. He didn't have the fancy cars. He didn't have the big house. He didn't have all the women. You know, him, that loser, the one that was, you know, out in the cold, out in the heat, you know. Man, there's nothing like, saying I told you so, yeah. Let's read that again. Revelations 11, chapter 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying to them, come up hither. And they ascended up into the heaven, up, Salaka. They ascended up to heaven in a cloud. And that cloud is that chariot. And their enemies beheld them. Yeah. So they can, talk their shit all they want now. Because it's not for them to understand anyways. But in that very moment, when you enter into those chambers, into that chariot, Lord willing, we're part of that, remnant. Our enemies are gonna beheld us, and we're just gonna laugh, smirk, give a big middle finger, and say, "Good for you." Lord willing, Lord willing. So this is gonna conclude this little lesson. I pray it was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the hopeful elect pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. And Shalom.